Okay, in this video we are going to see about how to write and graph a linear equations. Writing and graphing linear equations is very important before going for quadratic and higher curves. So the following slides will give you the rates of change which defines the slope. Sometimes we can call it as gradient of a line as a ratio of the vertical change over the horizontal change. That means rise over the run. This leads to graphing a linear equations and writing the equations of a line in three different forms. We are going to see the three different forms of a straight line, which is most important for you. The point 2, 3 is a solution of the straight line equation. I can call 2, 3 is a solution of this equation because when you substitute x equal to 2, y equal to 3, you get 8 minus 9 equal to minus. So that means this point lies on this straight line. So this straight line is passing through the point 2, 3, or I can call 2, 3 is one of the solution of this equation. It has many solutions. You can substitute x and y innumerable numbers, but satisfying this condition 4x minus 3y equal to minus 1, you will get infinite solutions. Out of the infinite solution, 2, 3 is one of the solution of it. Or I can call 4x minus 3y equal to minus 1. If I graph it, that graph will pass through the point 2, 3. Okay, now you see here linear equation, an equation whose solutions form a straight line on a coordinate plane. So if the solution of an equation forms in a straight line, then we call this a straight line equation. What do you mean by collinear? If the points lie in the same line, we call the points are collinear. Slope, the gradient, is a measure of steepness of a line of a graph, rise over the run. It may be positive, negative, 0, or sometimes it may be undefined. If it is slanting towards right, it's positive. Slanting towards left is negative. If it is horizontal, the gradient, the slope is 0. If it is vertical, the slope is undefined. So look at this graph, a linear equation. You see the blue line is a linear equation. So what is the slope? The slope is rise over run, 2 over 1. At any stage, you can draw a right triangle at any stage. Always it will be 2 over 1 or it will be 4 over 2. The ratio will be 2 is to 1, 2 over 1. So that will be the 2 is the slope. And it cuts at the point 1. So that you equations like this. So there are innumerable solutions are here. All the solutions on the points on the line, the blue line, are the solutions of this equation. So look at the point 1, 3. If you look at the point 1, 3 is a point on this line. Similarly, negative 3 and 5. Negative 3 and negative 5. Negative 3 and negative 5 is also a point on this line. So these are the 2 points on this line. So they are the 2 solutions. Out of the solutions, these are the solutions of this equation. An equation is a linear because there is a constant change. The change is always constant. So we call it as linear. So our rate of change is always constant. So in this graph, when there is a change in x, there is a corresponding change in y. What is this here? When x increases by 3, y increases by 2. When x increases by 3, y increases by 2. So here you see the points 1, 8, 2, 10, 3, 12 and 4, 14. When there is an increase, one value increase in x, 1 unit increase in x, there are 2 units increase in y. 2 becomes 3, 10 becomes 12, 3 becomes 4, 12 becomes 14. So when there is increase of 1 unit in the x, there is increase of 2 in the y. So look at the table. You can construct a table for different values. You can calculate the different y values. Plot all these points, then join with a straight line, you get the graph of the straight line. So to draw the graph, whether you can use your gradient and the y-intercept. Here y-intercept is 6. Or you can make a table and find all the solutions, connect with a ruler. Is an application here. There are two telephone companies, L and K. The charges and the time. Charges against the time is given in this graph. So if you look here at the point 20 minutes, both company charging same $15. But when there is no usage in your phone, still you have to pay $5 for the company K, $10 for the company L. This is called initial value, or we call it as y-intercept. Later we will see this more. Y-intercept is 5 for the company L, the straight line graph. For the company K is 5, company L is 10. But both the companies having the same value for same charges at 20 minutes. But other timing is different. So because the gradients, the slopes of both the companies are not the same, it's different here. Okay, one is steeply increasing, another one is just increasing. So using slopes and y-intercepts. What is x-intercept? The x-coordinate of the point where the graph of a line crosses the x-axis. That means put y equal to 0. X-axis means y equal to 0. The x-coordinate of the point is called x-intercept. Y-intercept means put x equal to 0. Y-axis. Y-axis is English. X equal to 0 is mathematics. It's called y-intercept. Slope-intercept form. A linear equation written in the form y equal to mx plus b, where m is a slope or gradient and b is a y-intercept. This is called slope-intercept form. And any equation of this form, ax plus by equal to c. See, the x and y are the two variables here, are connected by these constants a, b, c. And the power of x is 1, the power of y is 1. So it's a linear equation. And both a and b not equal to 0. If both equal to 0 means nothing is there. So this is called standard form or general form or implicit form. We can say any manner, okay, all same. The standard form or general form, ax plus by equal to c. The standard form in linear equation, you can use x and y intercept to make a graph. How to draw the graph of standard form? You can find the x-intercept and y-intercept, plot the points on both axes, connect with your ruler. How to do that? For example, 2x plus 3y equal to 6. Put y equal to 0. You get x equal to 3. This is called x-intercept. So get the point 3 on the x-axis, that means 3, 0. Similarly here, put x equal to 0, get y equal to 2. So 0, 2 is another point on the y-axis. Join these 2 points, you get a straight line. You can draw the graph. See x equal to 3, when you put y equal to 0, x equal to 3. When you put x equal to 0, y equal to 2, then join these 2 points. Or just cover the y here, cover the x here. You can get the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So slope-intercept form is always y equal to mx plus b, where m is a gradient and b is a y-intercept. Then you can draw the straight line. If it is general form or standard form, you can rewrite into y equal to mx plus b form, slope-intercept form. How to rewrite? You can take the 3x to other side, changing the sign, so divide by -1. So y equal to 3x minus 14. Or straight away from here, take the y to other side, because y is negative. Take y to other side, take the 14 to other side, y equal to 3x minus 14. If it is like this, keep the y always on the left hand side. That is most important. So you write y as a function, y as a base here. It's very important. Point slope form. This is another form which is very interesting here. When a line is passing through the point 3, 4 with a slope 2, you can quickly write an equation of the line using x and y coordinates of the point. So Here x1 equal to 3, y1 equal to 4, then the gradient equal to 2, the slope is 2. So y minus 4 equal to 2 times of x minus 3. If the point is x1, y1, the gradient is slope is m. This is the equation. It's a point slope form. Once you know the slope and any one of the point on the line, you can write the equation quickly. So equation forms, just a review for all the forms here. First, slope intercept form, y equal to ms plus b, m is a slope, y is by intercept. It's a point slope form. M is a gradient, x1, y1 is a point on the line, any one point. Then general form of the straight line will be as plus by equal to c. Is the most general form or implicit form. This can be rewritten in the form of slope y-intercept form. We can rewrite in this way. This is the slope and this is your y-intercept. Horizontal line, any horizontal line will be of the form y equal to a number, because the gradient is 0. For any horizontal line, the gradient is 0. Therefore, y equal to 3. So, any horizontal line will be of the form y equal to a number. Y equal to 0 is the x-axis. Y equal to 1, y equal to 2 is above the x-axis, parallel to the x-axis. Y equal to minus 1, y equal to minus 2, y equal to minus 3 are below the x-axis, parallel to the x-axis. Okay. Vertical line, x equal to negative 2, because here there is no run at all, only the rise. So it's undefined slope. So x equal to any number, x equal to 0 is a y-axis, x equal to any negative number parallel to y-axis on the left side, x equal to any positive number parallel to y-axis on the right side. So there are four forms you can see here. Apart from the 4 forms, you have the most general form or implicit form or standard form. Slope intercept form, just a revision. Point slope form, you just look into this, read this. Horizontal line, equation of horizontal is a special case. Equation of a vertical line, special case. Y equal to 0 is a x-axis, x equal to 0 is a y-axis. And the most general form is as plus by equal to c. Remember, if a point lies on a line, its coordinate make the equation. So 2, 1 is on the line, because when you substitute, it satisfies. So before graphing a line, make sure you write y equal to y as a subject. You write y equal to subject. Then now draw the graph with a simple table. Put different values for x, calculate the different values of y. At least 3 points is enough to make sure 3 lie in the same straight line, and draw the